I did something which scared me and made me cringe, and I'm here to tell you about it today. I'm Andrea Callanan. I'm a voice, mindset and business coach, and I empower women to transform their businesses using confidence and choice. So look, earlier on this year, my darling husband, Matt, convinced me to take part in a television programme. In our family, we're a great believer in giving back. It's really important to us. And we had been approached to take part in this television programme, and I had kind of run a mile from it, really. Lovely producers approached Matt as well. And Matt has always won for stepping in and taking risks and doing something that's a little bit different. So he convinced me to do it. And essentially, the breakdown of this programme is that the top 10% of wealth in the UK swap places with somebody who is considered to be in the lower 10% of financial wealth. And you swap houses for a week and you walk in each other's shoes for a week and you see what learnings you find. And the programme is called Rich House, Poor House. I thought that I might do a little video around what came up for me around filming the programme. And there were so many good things that came up, okay? There were wonderful things. We've now made friends with the other family. Matt and I are supporting the other family in setting up their businesses and changing their lives and careers, and it's really cool. It's wonderful. But something else came up for me, and that was insecurity. And that's a really interesting feeling for me to have, because I started my career as a performer. I've been in business for something like, well, over 2 decades. I've been visible for quite a long time. I'm used to being on stage or speaking, or, you know, I've done some media stuff before, but this time was different. Basically, what happened with the programme was that the people that we swapped with, Tash, who's the mum in the family that we swapped with, is a pole fitness instructor. So she has used the medium of pole to completely transform her mindset and her body, and now she's using it to empower lots of other women to do the same thing. Cue insecurity antennae, because I knew that as soon as we walked in there, we would be required to get onto a pole, which is kind of like my worst nightmare. Anyway, throughout the programme, it's really interesting because, and this is something that's happened as I've got older actually. So for all of you women that might be watching me who are of a certain age, you will know what I'm talking about when I say to you that once I hit perimenopause, I became way more concerned about my appearance. I became way more insecure, and I became way more inclined to think that other people might be judging me. And you know, it's ridiculous in a way. If I'm being compassionate with myself, I know why those feelings are coming up. My body's changing, I'm getting older, all of these types of things. And at the same time, I'm frustrated with myself for feeling these feelings. So I saw the airing of the show, and it was great. You know, we did some great things in the show. We had a laugh, we did some lovely things. It was great meeting the family at the end. Our little boys got on together. It was really lovely and really heartfelt. And the overriding noise in my head that has come across from it was, I hate how I look on screen. And that's really damning. And I'm not saying that because I want lots of people to start writing comments about how great they think I look. That's not it at all. I'm saying it because I know this is a common issue with many female entrepreneurs, and many women in fact, who have insecurities around body confidence, insecurities around their age, insecurities around how they show up. And so I thought it'd be useful to tell you what I've done with that, because I'm not somebody who will just sit with it and just let it consume me. I used to be when I was much younger, when I was involved in the music industry. But these days, this is what I know. I can either have that as part of my story and let it rule me from the inside out, or what I can do is I can flip it and I can look at why we chose to do the programme, what benefit we found from learning from that environment, which is really interesting because actually the neighbourhood that we went to stay in wasn't a million miles away from where I grew up, felt very similar, so it wasn't a massive hardship for us to do that side of the television programme swap. Knowing that we are really truly making a difference to another family to change their situation is so much bigger than my insecurities about how I look. And so one of the things that I want to impart with you is to know that your purpose and the reason why you do things really fuels your momentum more than your fear does. Because that programme will be out to the public and it'll be online forevermore. And I know that we did a good thing. It was a great experience, a great learning experience. I know that it's great to be out of your comfort zone. I know that it has benefited me emotionally by becoming friends with the people that I met on that programme. And I know it was a really good thing to do. And I also know that the good thing about that programme is because of the way that it's edited and because of the amazing production team on that programme. It's a programme for good. Its aspiration is to show people that if they want to change their lives, they can. And so I was really proud to be part of it. And despite how I may feel or have felt around my insecurities around how I looked or how I came across, my momentum and my reason for doing it was bigger. So I just want to highlight that for you guys. So if you've ever got something in your life where you just racked with fear, racked with judgment, you don't want to do it, you want to stay in your comfort zone, you don't want to take the risk, just look at the reason why you might be doing said thing and make the reason bigger if it serves you. And if it does, you'll be pleased you did it. If this has resonated with you and you can see what I'm talking about, then hit that bell, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I know that this is something universally that lots of women have thoughts around and have an experience with, so I'd love to hear yours.